Welcome back everybody. So this is going to be a really quick update video for you guys on stock market. And before we get started, please hit that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And these videos actually take a lot of my time, so I really do appreciate if this video can get 100 plus likes on it. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading, and also want to support the channel, check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it. Dow is up 0.54%, Nasdaq up whopping 1.35%, S&P going up almost 1%, and Russell going up 0.60%. And here's 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500, and you can see clearly technology leading the way, massive rally up over 2%. Communication services also up, led by Meta and Google. Industrials, consumer cyclical, basic materials lagging behind. Utilities, real estate, consumer defensive, healthcare, and energy. And what we have here on stock market map, that is just insane. I mean, look at right here, talking about turning the table around. Look at this right here, guys. Apple, it was dying in so many videos. If you guys go back and watch my mega cap videos, you know that I called out Apple that is getting oversold. And this thing, whenever you see Apple getting oversold, I mean, this thing comes right back up every time. Now look at this rally, up 3.32%. You got Tesla down again 2%, Amazon going up 1.24%, Meta up 2%, Google going up 1.50%, and look at semis right here. Nvidia up, AMD was up like 3%, still going up 1.51% on the day. And then look at right here, Microsoft also going up 0.91%. Now this rally, this big rally, especially on technology, I mean, it's been going on for almost over a year now into this new year. So how long this rally can last? Because, I mean, Nvidia almost at 600, Microsoft almost hitting 400. And at some point, you're going to see a pullback. Right now, if there is any pullback, including retail traders, we're just buying the dips, right? Because there is no big dips in the market. We see small $1, $2 dip, we're just buying it. But trust me when I say this, there will be a time, and it's coming very soon, there's going to be a massive dip. And you're going to actually look at that dip and say, hey, let's buy it. And that dip is not the dip you want. Market will come down even more. Now, yes, I'm not saying market will crash. Everything looks bullish right now. But this rally is not sustainable. I mean, it's going straight up. You see $2 dip. I mean, look at today, triple Q. Yesterday was down to 402. And we talked about it, the hammer candle. And what happened today? Massive rally back up to 413. And if you think that's normal, that's not normal. That is just insane, guys. And now let's have a look at SPY ETF. On SPY ETF, we called out yesterday this hammer candle, and also on triple Q. And what happened today, guys? A massive rally and a massive follow through off of this hammer candle. We gapped up this morning without any big news, and market just ran and ran all day up to 477. And SPY ETF now trading above all these moving averages right here, holding 476 right here as a support. So going into tomorrow's session right here, 476, that's going to be a key level to watch. If there is a pullback, and below 476, you want to watch 473.60 rising 20-day moving average. Only below 20-day moving average, you're going to see it drop down to 467. And this is actually the level that I'm watching, because if there is going to be a pullback and SPY ETF actually gets down to 467 and takes out 467, that is when you're going to see significant selling in this market. And SPY ETF can come down to 460. So far, I would not even call this a pullback. Market just playing games. You can see this is actually a straight, move to the upside without any significant pullback. And I mean, yesterday it was down, and you can see bulls or dumb bulls just buying up the dip. I mean, this was a small dip. I'm one of those guys who actually buys dip. I don't like shorting things. But where is the dip? You call this a dip right here? I don't think so. Because I bought the dip right here. And now, this is not the dip you want near all-time highs. And early as tomorrow, 476 can hold right here. This thing can hit fresh new all-time highs. Possibly can go all the way up to 480. So watch out, guys. I mean, market hitting all-time highs, especially Nasdaq 100 and SPY ETF also getting up to that level. And that means one thing, upside is limited. On Triple Q, it's up 1.42%, and look at this insane move. I called out yesterday this hammer candle, and I said, this thing can possibly, get up to this level early as today, 412, and we blasted through 412, got up to a fresh new all-time high, 413.57, and now pretty much trading at the high of the day. So you can see, I mean, massive gap up from 407.59 and not even getting down to this gap. I actually shorted at around 412 today and got out with only 30%, and then this thing came down to 409. So it was really a bad day, especially if you're shorting, because you cannot buy the dip already gapped up. So on Triple Q going into tomorrow, if there is any pullback, you want to watch 410 or 409.73, and then this gap down here, 407.59 is a support. Below that, you're going to see a lot more selling. 404 next support, and then 400. But if this thing continues tomorrow, you're going to see a move all the way up to another fresh new all-time high, and that is at 416. On IWM, it's up 0.59%, and this one again holding 188 right here as a support. And you can see it came down to 188, and now almost trading at 191, holding 188 into closing as a support. So to the upside now, IWM needs to break above, especially this blue line right here, and that is sitting at 191.54. And if this thing can actually clear this trend line right here, this downtrend, and IWM can actually break above 193, it's out of the woods, and you're going to see IWM flying all the way up to 198.44 to close this gap on top. Now also keep that in mind, if this thing gets a rejection from 193, this thing can come back down and then can take out 188, and if that happens, IWM will come down to 183 and possibly down to even 178. On DIA, it's up 0.5%, and again bouncing off of this Bollinger Band right here, 371, and now trading below all these moving averages right here, 375. So DIA can actually clear 375, then you're going to see a move back up to 378 to even 380. But the moment this thing takes out 371, you're going to see a dump off all the way down to 367 and then 363.55, 50-day moving average on DIA. On VIX is down 4%, so VIX actually taking a backseat today and holding 14 as a support. And just below 14, we do have support down here, 5-day moving average, 13.59 and then 13 bucks. But anytime you see this thing clearing 15 bucks and holding 15 as a support, that is when you will see VIX getting up to 18, and that should bring everything down in the market. But so far, I said it before also, guys, that the bigger breakout will be staying and holding above 15. And you can clearly see yesterday we got a massive rejection, and again today not able to get above 15, and now pulling back down to the support 14. And tomorrow, who knows, VIX crush Friday again, that could be a possibility. And if that happens, this thing will come down to 13.59, and then watch out for flat $13 as a support. For the breakout, big breakout, you want to see VIX actually breaking above 15 and holding 15, and maybe some consolidation, maybe a bull flag right here. And if that happens, that is when you're going to see explosion all the way up to 18-20 bucks on VIX. So 10-year actually went up today, 0.93%, almost 1%. So that is kind of strange, where we saw growthy names, Nasdaq 100 flying and hitting fresh new all-time highs, but this thing is also going up. So somebody's lying here, guys, and we will find out very soon. It could be 10-year TNX or Nasdaq 100, because this cannot happen. This thing going up. Also, you're seeing, all the growthy names going up, especially semis. Usually when you see this thing going up, semis coming down. And look at today, massive rally on semis. So here on TNX, now this thing trading above 41, and that means one thing: as long as this thing can stay above 41, you're going to see some consolidation, and then possibly this thing will move all the way up to this next stop, 43.71. So here's another red flag. Dollar staying flat, where we saw S&P 500 going up today. So like I said, something is happening behind the scenes. We don't know. And you can clearly see how dollar is staying up and not giving up any gains. And it was actually green. Got up to 103.58 again, got rejection, and now holding above 103. So this is going to be your line in the sand on dollar. 103. As long as this thing can hold above rising 5-day moving average 103, you're going to see a breakout above 103.58, and above that this thing can move even higher. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.